Well, good morning, everybody. I know it's been a couple weeks since I made a video. It's been really busy at work and really kind of crazy around here at the house. Actually going to feed me some chickens. We actually got some chickens finally. We bought 9 mixed heavy layers. And then we also got 13 Cornish cross meat chickens. I'll kind of pan in here so you guys can see them. I don't know if you can see them in here. Let's see. And there we go. There they are. You guys can see them. Getting in the chicken coop here. Don't mind the red face. There you go, guys. Starting to actually introduce them to some other foods here. I went to the farmer's market yesterday and I was picking out yellow squash and dropped one on the ground, broke in half. Well, I'm not going to use it. Still going to buy it. So I laid it inside the door of the chicken coop. Won't let it rot in there, but I am going to give them an attempt at a moment in time where they can, peck at it and learn to eat some vegetables and stuff like that. The yard's still kind of looking good here. Haven't mowed this week, but we are working on it. Update on the greenhouse. You guys saw there where we had the big footprint laying out by the fence. And as you will know or notice, it's gone. Well, we got to thinking, me and Christy got to talking, that's my wife, Christy, that we rent this house. We are in town. And we're eventually going to have to move. When we built the chicken coop, as you guys will recall, and I'll kind of show you here, you can see it from here. You can see the space under the chicken coop there. Actually built it to where we could get in there with a bobcat or something with some forks on it and pick that up and just set it on a trailer and move it, not attached to the ground or anything. We did, which kind of scatterbrained of me, we did get some used T-post and some good wire off of the Facebook trading site here, the marketplace, and built a little run for the chicks. Now a little different plan with the chickens than what we were planning. The mixed layers are actually going to be in the coop and in the chicken run. However, we've changed our mind and we're going to go ahead and build the chicken tractor here in the next week or two. And when the Cornish cross get big enough to be outside the coop, we're actually going to put them in a chicken tractor and put them out here in the yard. We're not actually going to put them in the coop or keep them in the chicken pen. We're actually going to let them get out, and they're going to be the ones we move around the yard to fertilize the grass and scratch up the yard and stuff. So back to the greenhouse. So you guys remember when I had this big 18 by 12 foot footprint laid out here for the greenhouse? You can still kind of see the ruts in the yard here where the pallets were sitting. Like I was saying a while ago, we did come to the realization that, we do rent this house. So we are going to have to, at some point, hopefully in the somewhat near future, we're going to have to move. Get our own little spot of land, start our homestead dreams where we can have our chickens, our garden, our rabbits, but we can also have goats and piggies and cattle and be even more self-sustaining and raising, excuse the plane sounds, in our own right here, and be able to, you know, do more for ourselves, things like that. The apple tree, getting little bitty apples on it, not anything real big. But we are going to eventually have to move and get out of town where we can do what we're wanting to do and fulfill the dream that we have for being homesteaders. So we decided on the greenhouse instead of the big wooden monument that I was going to build. We actually decided to do a hoop house. When you guys see this, it's going to look a little odd, but I want to remind you, my wife's in a wheelchair. So in order to be able to get her in and give her plenty of room to turn around, but still be able to be successful at gardening and stuff like that, we decided to go with a cattle panel hoop house. And now I will pan up here so you guys can see that. There we go. On the left side there, you will see one raised bed that is quite a bit wider. It's actually only 12 inches, but quite a bit wider than the one on the right. We actually, this is all built out of the same pallet lumber that I got from work. The bed on the right side is 3 foot by 12 foot. The bed on the left side is actually 24 inches by 12 foot. What it'll allow us to do is it'll allow us to get some dirt down here. When the dirt's about ready to be delivered, we're going to get a water hose and wet down this cardboard real well so it'll break down as time goes on, and we can fill it with dirt and go ahead and get some plants started before the winter takes off on us. I did, as you can see, this vent right here. Actually found some people down the road were remodeling a house, and they took the attic vent out. And I thought, well, what a neat little deal there. I can put that in the greenhouse and build a little door to go over it. And that way, if it gets really, really warm inside the greenhouse, I can open the vent that I'm going to build in the door. Actually got the door for free too. Let me kind of go over here where I've got it stored. As you can see, it's an old barn door. Really kind of neat. Didn't cost me nothing. But I can cut a window in it and put some screen on it with a little flap on the inside. But we're going to go ahead and get some cattle panels. What we're going to do is we're going to, of course, hoop them from side to side. And then we're going to get some clear plastic and put over the top of the hoops where we can use it as a greenhouse, but also maintain that movability where when we get ready to move, we can take a few screws out, take it apart, load it on a trailer, and take it with us. You see we still have plenty of wood available here. Actually, in the next few days, going to use a little of that wood to build the chicken tractor. And then we're going to take this tree out you see right here and get started on the rabbit hutches. Actually, some more updates from the homestead. As you know, you're watching me on YouTube, and so I've started doing a little talking about the YouTube channel. Actually went to the farmers market, talked to a bunch of people, made a lot of good contacts. People who have different types of homestead, offer different services, things like that. I'm gonna be traveling around doing a little, as Ost on Homesteady talks, do some field trips. Got some people who do Cooney pigs. We got some people who do Hampshire pigs, cattle, limousine, and different types of that. So we're going to be doing some homesteading adventures here, where we're going to visit some other homesteads and some small farms and see how this lifestyle of self-sustainability is catching on, how we are as a country starting to get back to our roots, getting back to raising our own food and providing for ourselves and not having to depend on anybody for what we need to sustain ourselves, but providing that for ourselves and being able to be self-sustaining. So we're gonna travel around and see a few of those. I did get my chicks from Cackle Hatchery in Lebanon, Missouri, as we talked about before, and actually talked to Jeff, one of the owners of Cackle Hatchery, and we're gonna go in and do an interview with him, kind of see his operation, see how they hatch chicks, how they ship them all over the United States and all over the world, and get you guys some good information there. As well, I'm going to start trying to make some more connections on Facebook with other, here's a better look at the chicken run. Actually have a chain link fence here between me and the neighbor, so I just kind of used it for the end and put two sides up here. But back to what I was saying, I apologize. We are going to start learning more about some of the products and services that can help us as homesteaders. Going to do some interviews with some really successful homesteaders and small farms and see how they run their operations and learn more. I'm going to try and make some connections where we can do some classes, not only on the YouTube channel, but also started a group here in Lebanon, Missouri called the Lebanon Area Homesteaders, where we can build that community and support each other, not only through business transactions, but educational opportunities. You know, I want that community where if a local homesteader needs help putting up a barn or butchering chickens or butchering a pig or butchering a beef, that we as a community and we as a lifestyle and a commitment to self-sufficiency can come together and support each other and be able to help each other in our endeavors and our dreams of providing for ourselves and doing what we dream to do, which is live off the land. And it is the 12th of September. Crazy bug. Hunting season does start before long, so we'll have some videos about that on the channel here. I do both bow hunt and firearm hunt, deer, turkey. I'm also a trapper, fur trapper. I do have probably, I think I've got 30 traps. So we'll have a couple videos on that probably. And I'll do that more along the lines of, if you guys are interested in fur trapping, we can do a couple videos on that. Just comment or ask, and I'd be happy to do that. But what I will do is I will talk about the traps and how we can use them on the homestead, how we can, you know, if we're having a predator problem, or if we're, you know, overrun with wild rabbits, for instance, or you know, different opportunities on the homestead, how we can use our trapping capabilities to be able to support us there as well. Really, guys, I apologize. I would have really liked to have made a video, a time lapse or a regular video on the greenhouse build, as well as a chicken coop build, which, by the way, see all that additional wire laying there. Actually, guys, Facebook Marketplace can so be one of your greatest tools, one of your greatest friends. I actually got all the wire for the chicken run, the chicken wire that I put in the greenhouse on the bottom of the beds, everything like that. Bought it off a really wonderful lady off of Facebook Marketplace for $40. And I mean, it was two big rolls of welded wire, a big roll of chicken wire, and some barbed wire. $40. And I mean, if I'd have went to Tractor Supply or our local ag exchange here, or CNC Farm and Home, where I do buy a lot of my stuff, both Tractor Supply and CNC, you know, we're talking hundreds of dollars. And you know, $40 on Facebook Marketplace, and I still have chicken wire left over. I still have welded wire left over. You know, it's a really unique opportunity. So by all means, being a homesteader does not mean, and I talk to a lot of people who want to be off-grid homesteaders, and by all means, if that's your dream, I will support you and do all the research and find educational opportunities for you, everything I can, to help you live that dream, to help you realize that dream. But being a homesteader doesn't necessarily mean being technologically deficient. We can use the tools that we have at our disposal, like Facebook and Craigslist and things like that, to better our homesteads, to build our homestead business, if that's what you're, you know, looking to do. If you're looking to sell meat chickens, or sell pigs, or rabbits, or whatever, vegetables, you know, whatever you got, by all means, use those tools. I mean, people sell purses on Facebook all the time. Why can't we sell some meat? And I will be highlighting some of the local homesteaders here, like I said, getting them on the YouTube channel, giving them an opportunity to show their operations, show what they specialize in, and highlight them, support them in that way, where I can get their name out there and maybe help a brother or sister homesteader be able to run their homestead business and be successful in their dream, like I want to be successful in mine. And I won't take much of your time today, guys. I thank you for stopping by again. Hit that like and share button. The more opportunities that we come across with this YouTube channel, the more opportunities I can share with you guys. The more educational opportunities we'll have, the more discounts as a community that maybe we'll be able to come up with, or something like that. So like and share. These people who support us, guys, we've got to get their names out there. We've got to try and help them with their businesses and support them the way they're supporting us. Ost on Homesteady, you know, he talks a lot about the breeder that he gets his chicks from, the hatchery. He talks about the breeders where he gets his pigs, and you know, he had 3 whole videos on the camels, you know, where they got the camels, how they went through the process, how they learned from another local camel farmer, you know, how to do camels. So, you know, like and share the videos, and I'll continue to make contacts and get these people's names out there. We'll support their businesses because they support our homesteads, and you know, maybe they'll be more apt as companies to get into that homesteading movement and give us discounts and help us out. So hit the like and share button. Let's ring the bells for those who support us, and let's support each other in our ever ongoing dream of being self-sufficient where we are. Guys, I appreciate you. God bless. Hit the like and share button. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.